hearty welcome to the 30th Annual Management Convention of Trivandrum Management Association, Trima 2015. Trivandrum Management Association, or TMA, is an affiliate of All India Management Association, which is an apex body of professional managers engaged in promoting excellence in management. TMA was established in 1985, and the flagship event of TMA is our annual convention, which has been branded as Trima. TMA focuses on various relevant and contemporary themes for Trima every year. It brings under one roof the practicing managers, professionals, bureaucrats, businessmen, entrepreneurs, and management students to listen to a galaxy of well-known speakers from India and abroad. These interactive sessions provide a wealth of knowledge to the delegates. TMA also provides feedback on the action plans emanating from Trima to the government. This year, the theme of Trima is Make in India, a Kerala Perspective. The Make in India program was launched in 2014 by the Honorable Prime Minister of India, as we all know, as a major nation-building initiative. In the light of the achievements in Kerala that is at par with anywhere else in the country, TMA envisages and plans to focus on Trima 2015 Annual Management Convention theme on Make in India, a Kerala Perspective. Well, when the event and its organizers are so special, can the venue be left behind? Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the capital city of Kerala for 2 days of a fulfilling, rewarding and worthwhile experience with eminent speakers and leaders of the industry. Welcome to Trima 2015. Let's now move forward by inviting our dignitaries to the dais. I'd request Mr. S. Ramnath, President of TMA, Mr. C. Padma Kumar, Chairman, Trima Committee, Mr. R. Suresh Mohan, Chairman, Award Committee, and Mr. C. S. Basant Kumar, Honorary Secretary, TMA, to escort the dignitaries to the dais. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together to welcome our chief guest of the day, Sri K.M. Chandrasekhar IAS, Vice Chairman, Kerala State Planning Board and former Cabinet Secretary of India, Sri Shyam Srinivasan, Managing Director and Chief Executive Officer of the Federal Bank Limited, who is our guest of honor, Srimati Suja Chandi, Director, KPMG India, who currently heads the Program Monitoring Center for the Make in India initiative of the Government of India. She's our distinguished guest of the day. Welcome, ma'am. Once again, a hearty welcome to the dignitaries on the dais. And now I would request Mr. S. Ramnath, Managing Director of Kerala State IT Infrastructure Limited and President of TMA, to welcome the dignitaries and our vibrant audience.
Good evening and welcome to Trima 2015, the annual convention of Trivandrum Management Association. Sri K.M. Chandrasekhar, Vice Chairman, State Planning Board. Sri Shyam Srinivasan, MD and CEO of Federal Bank. Suja Chandi, Project Director of KPMG India. Sri Padma Kumar, MD of Terumo Penpal and Chairman of the Trima 2015 Committee. Sri R. Suresh Mohan, Chairman of the TMA HLL CSR Award Committee. Sri Basant Kumar, Honorary Secretary TMA. Chief Executives, past Presidents of TMA, managers and invited guests, members of TMA, students, members of the press, ladies and gentlemen. Let me first make a little statement on Make in India. Make in India, a Kerala Perspective, is the theme of this year's Trima Convention. While the chairman of the organizing committee, Mr. Padma Kumar and Ms. Suja of KPMG India, would dwell more on this subject, I feel that a few words on this subject will not be out of place. As mentioned by the compere, the campaign was launched by Honorable Prime Minister of India on September 25, 2014. And since then, we have seen a variety of reactions from extreme cynicism and also a wide range of enabling environment being created by states competing to improve their investment climate. It's said that with 1 million young people poised to enter the job market, creating opportunities and employment to such a vast pool of talent has become the focus and also an urgent and gigantic task for all governments. Government of India has also laid out a vision of digitally enabling India through a national optic fiber network. Both these, that is Make in India and Digital India, will ride on the back of a strong telecom ecosystem, digital infrastructure and industries linked to the value chain. And I understand that the state of Kerala is fortunate in having a very strong telecom ecosystem as well as a very good digital infrastructure, but what may be missing is the industry link. The outlook is exciting for the future, and it may be kept in mind that however we may try to belittle our achievements, the initiatives that have been taken are in early stages and would take a substantial time to materialize. The success of these visionary programs will depend a great deal on the speed and efficiency of its implementation, and that's where the managers of today have an important role to perform. Trivandrum Management Association on its part has been playing a humble role in bringing the latest and proven effective theories and practices of management for the benefit of all, especially the management fraternity of this city. As mentioned earlier, TMA is a non-profit organization, one of the 62 LMAs spread across the country, and it is affiliated to IMA. And IMA is the All India Management Association, is represented in a number of policy-making bodies of Government of India, and also has close links with overseas professional institutions. TMA celebrates its 30th birthday. It was established in 1985 and has close to over 325 individual members and 30 corporate members and over 20 student members. We also have 5 student chapters in the city. The annual convention branded as Trima and the Management Leadership Award, which is presented to an individual who has shown exceptional leadership qualities in the field of management, are the 2 major programs of Trivandrum Management Association. TMA has played a strategic role to bring together these decision makers and other stakeholders, and we have been involved in conceptualizing and promoting implementation of major projects in and around Trivandrum, like the Trivandrum International Airport, City Road Project, and of course the latest being the Vizhinjam International Transshipment Port Project, which has just been launched. To mention a few, Trima conventions of some of the yesteryears had the following themes. That is, Trima 2010 had a theme, Smart Choices for Capital Region Development, and Trima 2011, Inclusive Growth for Development, 2012, Building Social Responsible Organizations, 2013, Innovations for Tomorrow, and last year we successfully held Skill Development and Bridging the Gap. It is my honor to welcome the dignitaries who have come here to grace the inaugural function of this Trima 2015. First of all, I have the privilege and honor to welcome the chief guest, Sri K.M. Chandrasekhar, Vice Chairman of the State Planning Board, who at a very short notice readily agreed to inaugurate this event despite his busy schedule as the Planning Board Chief, which is currently engaged in the preparation of plans for the state in the coming financial year. I think he needs no introduction to most of you, but quickly to recap of the prestigious posting of this able administrator. He was the 29th Cabinet Secretary of the Union of India. He held several posts in Government of India. He was the Secretary Revenue. He was also our ambassador to the World Trade Organization in Geneva. He's held several posts in Government of Kerala. And it was during one of those postings when he was the Industry Secretary that I had the opportunity of seeing him in action in the formation of KINFRA. Me and the immediate past President, Suresh Babu, would vouch that we had seen such a wonderful time during the formation of KINFRA. On behalf of Trivandrum Management Association and all of you, sir, I have great honor to welcome you to this inaugural function of Trima 2015. Shri Shyam Srinivasan, Managing Director and CEO of Federal Bank, is also a personality who is very active in the management circles. He's been the CEO of MD and CEO of Federal Bank since 2010. His experience covers over 20 years with leading multinational banks in India, Middle East and Southeast Asia. He is an alumnus of Indian Institute of Management, Kolkata. He is an engineer. He has completed leadership development programs from London Business School. And at Federal Bank, he has been instrumental in implementing various path-breaking initiatives. As an administration of eminence, he holds many key positions in industry. He is delivering the keynote address today, and on behalf of Trivandrum Management Association and on my own behalf, I have great pleasure in welcoming you to this inaugural function. Ms. Suja Chandi is the Project Director of KPMG India and is working with Government of India on Make in India program. And it was my effort for the last 1 month to get somebody from KPMG to come over to Trivandrum. And I had several emails, several correspondence with KPMG team based in Cochin. And finally they identified, and in fact I think they identified the right person to make a theme presentation to us. She has 14 years of international experience across Canada and US, working with lead roles with top-tier firms like KPMG, PwC and CGI. She specializes in investment promotion, program and project management. And currently she heads the Program Monitoring Center for Make in India initiative, which is targeted at facilitating investment and fostering innovation, enhancing skill development and job creation, protecting intellectual property rights, and developing the best-in-class manufacturing infrastructure. So we've got the right person. The PMC, as a part of the Department of Industrial Policy and Promotion, Ministry of Commerce and Industry, is working with 21 ministries across central government to advise and guide and facilitate their contribution to Make in India program. She's also worked with DIPP, World Bank and CII to develop a framework to evaluate the ease of doing business across India as part of the central government's ongoing initiatives to improve business and regulatory environment in the country. TMA is fortunate to have Ms. Suja Chandi of KPMG India to make the theme presentation. On behalf of TMA, ma'am, I welcome you to this function, and I'm sure your presentation will be of immense value to our audience today. Now, my pleasant duty, I also take this opportunity to welcome Sri Padma Kumar, MD of Terumo Paul, a leading medical device company operating from Trivandrum. Sri R. Suresh Mohan, Chairman of the Award Committee of the TMA HLL CSR Award, Sri Basant Kumar, Honorary Secretary, who are in my team with TMA, to give you a convention overview, give details of the TMA HLL CSR Award and propose the thanks. On behalf of TMA, I welcome my colleagues to this function. I welcome, last but not the least, I also welcome all the delegates, special invitees, speakers of the sessions for tomorrow, past presidents of Trivandrum Management Association, students of the TMA chapter from institutions around Trivandrum, members of the press, and all the invitees, and ladies and gentlemen, to this function, and wish that you will take back fond memories of Trima 2015. Thank you.
Thank you, sir. Mr. C. Padmakumar, Chairman and Managing Director of Terimo Penpal and Chairman of Trima Committee, will now give us an overview of this annual convention. Welcome, sir.
Chief guest, Mr. K. M. Chandrasekhar, our special guest, Mr. Shyam Srinivasan, Ms. Suja Chandi, President Mr. Ramnath, Mr. Suresh Mohan, past President of TMA, Mr. Basant, and distinguished audience. Gives me great pleasure to give you an overview of what we have in store for you over the next day for Trima 2015. So as you know, the theme that we have is Make in India, a Kerala Perspective. So first, a little bit of background. You know, why did we select Make in India, a Kerala Perspective? Let's look at the situation in Kerala. We have a very peculiar situation. We can't get people. There is no labor to do most of the things that we need to do, so we have to import a lot of labor. I understand we have at least 1 million people from outside the state. We also export labor. So about 5 million people of ours are in different parts of the world. So this is a very peculiar phenomenon. Let's also look at this point, you know, which many people have made, that we should forget about manufacturing in Kerala. Let us be a service economy. That seems to be the war cry of at least some people in the state. Can we afford to be just a service economy? Our contention is that manufacturing is necessary. Services exist only if they have something to service, and that something is usually manufacturing. And that brings us to Make in India and our proposition that you can make in Kerala. So we are not dealing here with just theory. We will talk about actual live examples. Let me give you something, an idea about each of the sessions to follow. We picked today's inaugural session. We've carefully selected the speakers. I don't need to introduce Mr. K. M. Chandrasekhar, who is one of the most experienced and able administrators that the country has seen. He has held every post you can imagine. And so I think a person who knows Kerala and the larger picture in India is extremely well positioned to talk about this subject. Mr. Shyam Srinivasan is an extremely successful banker who has taken a lot of trouble to study Kerala business. And I think he, as one of the leading proponents of the service economy, probably understands better than most of us that he needs manufacturing just as much as manufacturing needs finance. We've also got Ms. Suja Chandi here from KPMG. And since she is somebody who is specializing in this very topical subject, Make in India, I think we've got the right kind of mix for today. And we will also have the TMA HLL CSR Award, which has been in existence for the last couple of years, and that tradition is continuing. So that's the basic outline of today's program. And tomorrow we move to the different sessions. So we have basically 4 sessions, and with in between program, a kind of filler. We start with infrastructure. So just like the rallying cry of the American War of Independence was no taxation without representation, I think you could safely say that there is no manufacturing without infrastructure. And we've selected Mr. T. Balakrishnan, who heads Inkel, who's also a vastly experienced administrator, as the session chair for tomorrow. The speakers include Messrs. Arun Mishra, Santosh Kumar Mahapatra, Adi Keshavan, and Sandeep Unithan, who each bring to bear different aspects of this subject, ranging from export processing zones, the Vizhinjam seaport, the media angle. So we have a nice mix for what we think is the basic building block for manufacturing. We move to what I think should be a fairly interesting session for all of us. I will take you back to what I said at the outset. I did say that you can manufacture in Kerala, and this is not a theory. It has been proved in practice. So we have these companies which have been in existence for 30, 40 years, which are doing extremely well, not just in the Indian market, but globally. And they have proven that in Kerala, you can make high quality, high-tech products and supply the whole world. So we are talking about companies like Synthite, Agape Diagnostics, Suntech, and Terumo Penpol. So again, a mix of industries. One of the things which is, I think, happening in Kerala, unbeknownst to a lot of us. I was fortunate to attend a Thai conference recently, and I must say it came as a bit of a shock to me to find a whole hall filled with startups, all mostly young people, and there must have been at least 50 companies there. So this was, to say the least, extremely encouraging for me. And we're going to be showcasing two of them. Two bright sparks, Ms. Divya Thomas of Paper Trail, which is in packaging, and Ms. Ardra Chandramouli of Aika Biochemicals from Trivandrum. We've talked about, our proposition that you need manufacturing, that you can make in Kerala, you can succeed in Kerala. But let's not take, one point of view. We thought we should have a proper debate. And after all, like, Mr. Amartya Sen said, Professor Amartya Sen said, we are all argumentative people. If Indians are argumentative, probably the Malayalis even more argumentative. So we think we should have a debate on the subject and not just take the point of view of business. So we have a nice panel which comprises of Messrs. C.P. John, C. Gauri Dasan Nair, Anthony Thomas, and Krishna Bhaskar Mangalasheri, which represent very different sections of society, including the unions, the media, and business. I did say that we can make in Kerala. So here is something which we will be announcing tomorrow, and this is about Kerala's first private satellite, which is made in Kerala. So more to come on the subject tomorrow. And finally, we will come to the valedictory session where our chief guest will